Hey friend, welcome back. Today we're going to talk about what it means to be an artist and remain an artist in these tough times. If you're an artist or creator, you probably have run into tough times, money's dried up, maybe jobs are few and far in between. Maybe you feel like your artistic skill is not where it should be, or maybe you even feel like you're not measuring up and dealing with imposter syndrome. And I want to talk about all that today, but I also want to talk about how to stay relevant even amongst all that pressure. And believe me, that pressure is real. It is daunting, and a lot of times it may force you to or tempt you to give it all up. But don't give up, because the gift that you've been given is worth it. It's worth the fight. It is worth hanging in there no matter what. What is it that's going to make you hang in there? What is it that's going to compel you to keep going when everything around you or all the signs around you says to stop? You have to take on the identity of being an artist. You see, skill, money, fame, fortune, all that stuff comes in time. It doesn't usually come overnight. And if it does come overnight, it could be quickly lost, because you have to have the integrity to navigate success, and you have to have the maturity to hold on to it. And oftentimes we see people rise real fast, but as soon as they rise, they fall. It's because you haven't built the integrity, you haven't built the maturity to handle the pressures of money, fame, and success. So if you want to remain relevant as an artist, you have to take on the identity of being an artist. And that's what's going to keep you relevant. That's what's going to keep you in the good times and the bad times. There are artists out there that have been doing this less time than me, that are better than me. But what keeps me relevant and what keeps me enthusiastic about my work is I'm not looking at so much my skill, but I'm looking at the identity of being an artist. And I live it, I walk it, I eat, sleep, and drink it. When you can take on the identity of being an artist, nobody can tell you that you're not an artist. Nobody can tell you your worth. Nobody can tell you what your gift is worth, because you will know inherently the value of your art, because you've taken on the identity of being an artist. Once you take on that identity, money is secondary, fame is secondary, the accolades, all that is secondary, because you've embodied the idea of being an artist. And what compels you to go into your studio to work is not so much the job, not so much the commitments, or you got this show you got to prepare for, or the pressures. That's not it. What compels you is the love of making art. When you take on that identity of being an artist, you become it. You become the artist. You become the art. I think that's very important. I think a lot of people miss that. You have to become your art. And once you do become your art, you begin to embody the idea around your art. You become the very creation that you create. And that's the power that you have as an artist. Now, let me circle back to what I was speaking about concerning fame and fortune, money, and so forth. I'm not against money. Money is a good thing. Matter of fact, you need money in order to be successful. You have to have financial stability in order to be successful as an artist. You need funds to run your studio, to borrow your supplies, and to keep your passion and your craft going. But money can't be the sole reason why you do it, because money is not the source. Money is not the source of why you create. The reason why you create, it comes from within. It's a passion, it's a gift, it's a blessing that comes from within. You have to view money for what it is. It's a resource. And I think oftentimes we confuse the resource against the source. The source is your passion, the source is your gift, the source is your vision. Money can't produce that. What money can do is position you to get your ideas out there and to reach your audience and for your message to reach people, which is needed. So I don't want people to say, "Oh, he's against money and he's one of those artists that rails." No, no, money is essential. What I'm talking about is something deeper. When we talk about identity, we're talking about something spiritual. We're talking about something that is divine, something that comes from above. The Bible says that every good and perfect gift comes from above. It comes from the Father of lights, and you've been given a gift, and it's up to you to nurture that gift and to grow that gift. And you can only grow your gift by taking on the identity of the gift, right? So if you're a business person, you have to take the identity of being a business person. Otherwise, you're going to fail. If you're a baseball player, then you got to take on the identity of being a baseball player. You can't be a baseball player with the identity of a baker, right? It's not going to work. You know, where a man's treasure is where his heart is, or where a man's heart is, that's where his treasure lies. So you have to really recognize and understand that it all begins with you. It all begins with your mindset, and it all begins with you taking on the idea and embodying it and allowing it to consume you. Allow it to consume you so much that you become obsessed with it. And that's when real art happens, when you have such an obsession for an idea or an image or something that you've seen, that it becomes so real to you that nothing can stop you from producing it. And that's the drive that you need to keep you going in these tough times, in uncertain times. There is a lot of pressure right now to curtail artists, curtail thinking, curtail free thinking, objective thinking, critical thinking. And art produces all of that, right? But there is an attack against it. And in order for you to withstand that, you're going to have to take on the identity and embody your work so much that no matter what happens, you're going to produce beautiful and enduring work. If you're living your dream authentically, creating, doing the work that you love, and people are enjoying it, then that's something to celebrate. That's something to look forward to. And that's something that should keep you going because you are making a difference. Because in this day and age, there's so much opportunity for artists and creatives, and we really, really have much more greater resources and much more greater opportunities to create our audiences and to reach people worldwide. And we don't have to rely on galleries or we don't have to rely on third person parties to push our work. There is so much opportunity out there for us artists to grow and to develop at a very quick pace. You know, you don't have to go to art school anymore. You can learn from the comfort of your home. You don't have to go off to France. There's artists all around the world, right? So don't buy into the doom and gloom. Just recognize that you are needed. Your gift is needed. Your talents are needed. But in order for you to remain, you have to take on the identity of being that artist. You have to take and embody your work. You have to become your work. And don't be afraid to be a little absurd. Don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to challenge yourself and to walk in the unknown, because that is where great things happen and that is where great art is created. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this message. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share. And please don't forget to subscribe. I love you all. Yahweh bless you. I know that you guys are going to create some great and enduring work. And I will talk to you soon. Peace out.